You already messed up?
Oh, yeah. You don't keep going too fast.
Huh?
You see how fast he ride. Going too fast.
Too early to be doing that.
Exactly. Wait, Mom.
Chemical trailer. There we go. Alright guys, we are back. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Daniel. You're watching Triple R Farms and it is Tuesday, February 29th. But before we get this video started, I have one announcement while I have everybody's attention. Ever since I started the channel, I've had people asking me how can they get Triple R Farms hats, t-shirts, you name it, you know, where can we go to buy your merchandise? And we are this close to getting that question answered. We're gonna have our own website, and we're gonna sell hats, stickers, you name it, merchandise. As far as our t-shirts go, we'll have all our regular t-shirts that you see us wearing with the Triple R Farms logo. We'll have all those shirts on there, and then we'll also be doing custom shirts too. So anyway, I'll have a lot of details coming out a little bit later on that, but we are getting very close and we're very excited on having that. And one other thing about it, which is pretty cool, I thought I'd mention while I got your attention, on the t-shirts and stuff, we'll have an option where you can buy t-shirts made overseas, and then you will also have the option to buy t-shirts made right here in the United States, which I thought was pretty cool to have that option. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway guys, we will have merchandise to sell very shortly, so stay tuned on that. I'll be giving y'all more information on that, but we're very excited, and hopefully it will be sooner than later. All right, now back to the video. Yesterday I got through spraying the wheat down there at Blackwell's Bend, putting the 28005 and the zinc on it. So finished that up, got the rogator moved back home. Now it is time to go to Gray Rocks and see if we can get some corn land sprayed. I'll explain more about that when we get there, but basically I'm gonna be putting 28005 out in front of the planters with some herbicide, and then they're gonna come behind me and plant. We've got a lot going on down there right now. They're putting out lime, they're putting out P and K, and then I'll be down there working. Everybody's already headed down there. I got Mark's gonna help me get my chemical trailer loaded up. He's gonna drive my truck, get it down there. I'm gonna drive the rogator, which is behind y'all. If you're a betting person, this is the bet of the day, is are we gonna get started planting corn? Dad, we talked about it yesterday, and Dad said yesterday he wasn't even going to try to plant because he wanted me to get out in front of the planters with the herbicide basically, and get some stuff sprayed and let it get good and dried on the plants before they come through there and disturb, you know, exactly what I just sprayed, get dust all over it. It's just not a good combination, but that is what he said yesterday. So we'll see if he sticks to his word, or will he just get so antsy he's going to start planting right behind me. My bet is we'll be planting corn today. First, let's get this trailer loaded, and let's get to Gray Rocks, guys. Alright, I got Easy Mix, Carbos, Roundup, Borsal, atrazine. Alright,
Good to go.
Also, I know this is a lot, but we're going to be doing a pretty cool test down there. Test plot at Gray Rocks on the corn. It's something that I've never used before, and a good friend of mine started this company. And anyway, he wanted us to try his product out, but it's called Strong Soil. Basically, it's putting the product in furrow right there when you plant corn, putting it right down there with the seed or any crop that you plant. But basically, they have got a product that has tons of the very, very best microbes that I called it a tea. But basically, they blended a product that's got all the very, 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 very good microbes right there in their product, and you're putting it right down in furrow with the seed. That's supposed to enhance the crop's ability to make a bigger yield, and also cut down on input costs on fertilizer and stuff. So pretty neat product. I've never used it before. It's totally new. So Jason, he's part of their sales team. He's going to be meeting me down there at the farm today, kind of setting up where we're going to put the shuttles and explaining to me exactly how it's going to work and stuff. So if he wants to get on camera, we'll throw him on YouTube, and hopefully he can explain it a little bit better. I know it's a lot. Hang with me. Whew. Oh man, we had a time loading the trailer this morning. We had all kind of problems. Swapping pumps over, and then the pump falls off and breaks, and then a coupling breaks, and the hose is leaking, and you name it, it happened about 30 minutes ago. But Mark is on the road. I'm gonna jump in the Rogator, and let's get down to Gray Rocks finally. Late start. All right, guys, we are almost halfway to Gray Rocks, and we're going over the Alabama River right now. And it is good and muddy and full from all the rain we've had. You see the little bags on the top of the tree, that pine tree? This is International Paper right here, paper mill. Right down that road, but they always come out here and put these bags around the trees like that. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing, but I'm sure it's somehow something to do with making little seedling pines to replant. But they're always out there doing that at certain times of the year, and they always have those man lifts. Man, they had like 40 of them out there, I think. They're just everywhere where they can raise up and put these bags all over the little tips of the branches on those pine trees. I'm sure somebody else can comment and explain exactly what they're doing, but it's always pretty cool when you go by and they're doing that. Whew. Man, we have made it. Finally. Alright, here's what we got. We got our Roundup, bore saw, and putting a quart of atrazine in, using some Easy Mix to help it mix with the fertilizer. Of course, we got our quarts of acre of bore saw 10, and then also we're using the Power Max 3. And of course, behind me in this 18-wheeler trailer, we're putting out 28005 liquid nitrogen. It's going to be 80 pounds of N to the acre is what we're putting. And also I usually put in some molybdenum. Has not come in yet, but we can always add that a little bit later. So anyway, we'll add it. we'll add the molly where we didn't get it on later on in the year, so not worried about that. But we are getting started, guys. We are about to start spraying some corn land. Let's do it. Well, before I put the first load out, Jason just called. I think he's just getting down here to Gray Rocks, and we'll see if he can explain the concoction little tea he's making with all the microbes. But look how nasty Gray Rocks has gotten. Whew, y'all see all that grass? A thick flush of grass has come up, which we expected that. Most of it's just ryegrass, but there's some other broadleaves and stuff out there too. We'll see what kind of job the chemical does, because it's a lot of stuff out there. We'll get it. All right, guys, we have made it down here to the shed where we got the 2 totes, and Jason and Sophia just arrived, so we'll go meet them and we'll let them tell you exactly what they got going on. All right, we got Jason. Strong
Good to see you, Daniel.
And we got Sophia in the background. We got Harley. He's over there. Give him a good thumbs up. I'll just let Jason kind of basically take it away and tell you exactly what's going on, because he knows a lot more than I do.
Excited to test this product on Gray Rock, and Daniel is doing some great tests for us, and let's go ahead and talk about what strong soil is. So really, when you think about it, our whole idea is, you know, the soil is alive, and what we're trying to do is to make the soil more productive, make it better. So one of the things that's happened over the years is, you know, through tilling and through, you know, all the chemicals that we're putting on there, we've kind of created a sterile soil, or the soil kind of degrading at a pretty alarming rate. So strong soil, which we're going to talk about today, it actually kind of reverses that process of degradation. So it actually, the way we do this is we add a ton of microorganisms back to the soil. And when I say a ton of microorganisms, I'm talking about 500 million microorganisms per milliliter. So we're talking about a ton of it. But it's not just adding microorganisms, it's adding the right ones. It's adding the ones that are going to help, you know, help get the nitrogen into the plant. It's going to help, you know, it's going to help create the microbiome in a stronger way. I mean, everything about the soil, these microorganisms, is kind of the way God intended it to do. It just really helps it create the soil into a more productive space for the farmer.
And y'all are getting it from chickens.
Yeah, so it's an interesting process. So we take chicken manure, and we take that chicken manure and we actually feed it into black soldier fly larvae. And this black soldier fly larvae, they just consume this chicken manure. They actually love it. So we actually grow the black soldier fly larvae, and it's a really very interesting process. But over about 2 weeks, this black soldier fly larvae has consumed all of this chicken manure, and it creates a frass type product. All right, here's the larvae.
They're doing some eating too.
They love their chicken manure. And with that frass type product, then what we do is we dry that into a microbial concentrate.
Which is right here.
Yeah, microbial, yeah.
They've already got this dried down right here. And so, they're dormant, right? Yes.
So basically, it's exactly right. They're dormant right now, and so what they need is they need oxygen. That they basically need to wake up.
So that's what we're going to do by putting them in this water.
Yeah, it's a 25-to-1 ratio. So we're going to put 10 pounds of this into 250 gallons of water. Okay, and then we actually have spa motors that will actually create oxygen within each one of these totes, and that'll just start making these things go alive. They'll start multiplying at a exponential rate. So they'll start out in this dormant spot for 48 hours. They'll be in this brew.
Yeah. And
again, they'll exponentially,
and it's just going to
propagate from there. Yep.
Basically stirring all the water.
It's just basically microorganisms, they need oxygen to survive. So what we're doing is we're creating a platform, or creating an area for them to thrive in. Yeah. And so again, that's one of the big differences with strong soil and some of the other microbial products that are out there. In doing this tea right here at the farm, we're able to get the product while it's alive and while it's still multiplying, and be able to get that onto the ground right at the time. So the microbes are alive at application, not just at the time that they were manufactured.
Right, so you're putting live stuff right down in there with corn seed.
Yep.
And what is it going to do to down there in the soil where the roots are and all that's going to benefit me? far as yield wise, I guess.
Yeah, so again, we kind of look at things with kind of a multi-layer benefits. I mean, obviously from a immediate standpoint, farmers want to know, how does this increase the yield? So it does that in a couple different ways. We are going to experience some increased yield. Because it's a microbial concentrate, I can't guarantee that's going to be 30% or 5. I mean, I can't tell you exactly what that is every single time, but every test we've done, we've increased the yield. Now, on top of that, we're also able to reduce the amount of fertilizer that you have to put in. And with the prices of fertilizers going crazy over the last year and a half, that's been a very exciting thing to most of the farmers that we've spoken with. So,
yes, that's a big help right there.
A couple different things too. We put these down at about 20 gallons per acre. We'll do a little bit less than that if we're doing it in furrow, and we'll actually doing some testing with you guys on how much in furrow that we can do that through. But again, the in furrow is great because it's getting right there on the seed, and it's really helping that seed germinate right off the bat in a strong way. So.
Pretty interesting stuff, and y'all will be able to watch it all year. They're going to take soil samples on where we're going to put it today, and they'll be taking soil samples later on, tissue samples, all that. So you'll see. What kind of motor was this thing?
That's a jacuzzi motor.
The bags.
Okay.
That's what's going to be doing our aerating.
Yeah. I don't think you jump in there with it though.
Okay. So one other thing too that we get asked a lot of questions about, okay, is this safe? Because you're using chicken litter, and one of the things we do a test on every single batch that we do that comes out of our plant, a coliform test, and it is 100% safe. So all the salmonella and all the E. coli, all the bad things that you usually kind of think through from a chicken litter has been totally removed. So those pathogens have been removed. The beneficial microbes and bacteria are there, and so it's just one thing they wanted to talk about. We're OMRI listed, so this is a safe product to use.
What you do, you see how high this is bubbling over here, that might be bubbling a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just adjust a little bit off this and take some off that.
Trying to even it.
Keep it from burping out.
And trying to even it out.
Yeah.
Does that affect the microbes?
Well, we tested some pesticides, so that I want to know.
Whew, I don't know if you can tell, but we got a lot going on down here at Gray Rocks today. On the microbes and all that they're doing the tests on, it's going to be, I think, 2 10-acre plots. So 20 acres of treated soil will be done. And like I said, Dad and Sophia, they just went and did all the soil samples and stuff. And then we're going to be taking soil samples after we put it out later on in the year, and tissue samples will be done. It'll be a lot of testing done on these plots, so we'll relay that information to y'all as the year goes on. But the number one thing on the list right now is to get spraying. who showed up to the field. Looks like Dad is gonna do some planting if he's filling up.
Take row 10 up. It's planting too much.
Population too high.
Yeah, it's about 29. It could be the what do you call it, electric eye is seeing more than it should.
Runs the V drive right there. Getting all the current to it, making that motor turn. You already messed up.
Oh yeah. You going too bad, man.
Huh?
You was out there, you were right. Going too bad.
Too early to be doing that.
Exactly.
What, 2 inches?
Inch and a half. Well, pretty close.
What you're getting is variable depths with all this craziness.
There it is.
Yeah, that's just right.
That one's right.
Yeah.
What do you think? Leave it alone?
Yeah, I think we will.
There it is. See it right there? It was all the way to my knuckle. So, we'll call that 2 inches. That looks good. First seed going in the ground, BH Genetics, 8660. And we treated it with Invigorate Plus from Genesis Ag. So that's the first seed going in the ground, 2022. We're planting this field right here, 26,000 population, and that means 26,000 corn seed per acre is the rate we're going for right now. Our irrigated stuff will be a little stronger than that. We'll be around 30, 32. But most of the time our dry land's around 26,000 is what we're shooting for. Well guys, that is gonna wrap it up for this video. We are planting corn 2022, first day. And we got many more days to go. So we'll just pick back up here tomorrow. I'll just keep getting out in front of the planter, spraying, putting fertilizer out, and Dad will keep planting. I don't know if we're gonna bring the other planter down here tomorrow because there's definitely some rain coming across tomorrow afternoon. I think they're calling for like 1 to 2 inches, but we'll just see about that. They're never right when they start predicting how many inches we're gonna get. As for the website, if you didn't catch it earlier in the video, basically we're gonna be selling Triple R Farms t-shirts, hats and stuff. We're gonna be doing it all ourselves. My wife's gonna be handling all that. And one other cool factor is, I can't wait to get some comments about this, is we're gonna have the option for people, if you really say you wanna buy American-made products, they're gonna be more expensive. But anyway, we're gonna have that option to buy American-made t-shirts, and we'll also have the option for people that wanna buy the cheaper version, overseas made. But taking up enough of your time, guys. We're gonna hit it hard tomorrow. Catch you on the next one. We are out.